crazy for talking to a tree.
Okay.
Any sane person would have walked away.
Same person would have walked away.
That's just.
Okay. Anybody else?
Tree was deceived.
The tree was deceived? Why you say that?
Thought it was something he wasn't.
Thought it was something he wasn't. Right, made a good point.
Maybe the
Anybody
Lord
else?
was deceived.
Maybe the
Lord was deceived.
maybe the Lord was deceived. Okay. Why you say that?
Maybe the thorn bush really was a fig tree. And it just wasn't showing fruits of the fig tree at that point.
That's powerful.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense. Because an attributes of a fig tree is tall and big and bearing figs. You know, in this case, it was okay to judge a book by its cover, and that was, clearly not a fig tree.
And then the fig tree showed doubt.
He said,
The fig tree showed doubt.
showed doubt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At
The
the
fig
end, it
tree
was.
wasn't consistent in that it was a fig tree. It said, well, maybe, and then, or maybe I'm this, or maybe I'm that. It wasn't consistent.
What he
Interesting. You kind of quiet. What you think?
I don't go too deep, but
Oh, go deep.
you can say you're something, but it's not apparent in your life on the inside, on the outside.
Mm.
What's the point in saying that?
Mm.
And on that note, I think she definitely riddled the whole part of the story. Wow. Are you guys familiar with the text that says, by their fruits you will know them?
Yes.
Why do you think God made sure that of all the things he could have possibly say about fruits, of all the things he could recognize somebody as, why did he say by their fruits you will know them? And not gifts, not, talents, but why by their fruits? Why?
I would say the fruits are the easiest thing to relate to us as people. I don't think God wants to confuse us or make things complicated for us. I think the best example for us was fruit. But if you look at a tree, it's an apple tree. You know it's an apple tree because it has apples on it. It's an orange tree because it has oranges on it. You wouldn't say, oh, that's an apple tree and it's growing lemons.
Yeah,
Anybody else? Charles?
I think because fruits are identifying characteristics.
You said identifying characters. That's the word I was looking for. Continue. That's wow.
Like Gabby already said, the fact that it was relatable. Like people, I assume back then they were like working the land and they farmed and they grew plants and they grew fruits. So using the idea of fruits relates to them very well. And I think it still relates to us today. Like we know, like she already said, like an apple tree, based on the fact that it grows apples. Like that's more or less in our minds how we define, what something tree is. An apple tree is a tree which grows apples, not something else. So, a Christian is someone who grows Christian fruits and not something else.
Okay. Well, on that note, let's see what the Bible has to say, because I love my Bible. Okay. We'll be going to John chapter 15. And interestingly enough, I forgot my Bible in a friend of mine's car last night. And I was unable to get it back today. So, yes, thank you so much. And if I could just have a volunteer, just to read John chapter 15, we'll be reading 3 verses each until we are finished. So we're going to be starting by the young lady, right here to my right, and then we'll be ending on Char. John chapter 15.
3 verses each.
I got you.
John chapter 15, verse what?
John chapter 15, and you'll be just reading 3 verses, and then the Lord will be reading 3, and the audience.
Oh, so start from the beginning?
Mm.
Okay. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
All right, on to you.
So which verse I'm at?
4.
Alright. I'm reading Amplified version, guys. So I apologize if there's any confusion. It says, dwell in me and I will dwell in you. Live in me and I will live in you. Just as no branch can bear fruit of itself without abiding, being vitally united to the vine, neither can you bear fruit unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever lives in me and I in him bears much abundant fruit. However, apart from me, cut off from vital union with me, you can do nothing. And I'll read the next verse 6. It says, if a person does not dwell in me, he is thrown out like a broken off branch and withers. Such branches are gathered up and thrown into the fire, and they are burned.
If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. 10 through 12. Slide up.
10 through 12, is it? Oh. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments, and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, have my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Okay.
Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard from my Father I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, that ye love one another.
And you guys just skipped, Charlie, you skipped a very important verse, but I'll go ahead and read it anyway. It said, greater love had no man than this, that a man that laid down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if you do whatsoever I command you. And then we stopped at verse 17. And verse 18 it says, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you are of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because